So I made a short a few months ago about the carnivore diet, and it got a lot of attention. It's still getting loads of comments, a lot of them that I find pretty funny, to be honest. I still think they are wrong. It's simply a new version of the Atkins diet or whatever low-carb diet you've seen in the past. It's just a reiteration of that just keeps cycling through time for some reason. There is currently no science backing the carnivore diet. None. None whatsoever. So there's no way to be educated on something where the data just simply doesn't exist. Anecdotal evidence is one thing, but anecdotally, most of the doctors who were originally sharing the carnivore diet have now backed off the carnivore diet and have stopped the carnivore diet. So there's that. People say, you could just take a moment and search and find all of the positive things, but you can also take a moment and search and find plenty of people who have quit because they got sick, they developed an illness or an allergy or something happened to their bodies because of the long malnutrition that they experienced from being on the carnivore diet. Today's recipe is completely opposite of the carnivore diet. My basic lunch, which will fuel me through a pretty simple run for me. It's a 6-mile run. Tonight is considered my easy run. I know 6 miles for a lot of people isn't easy, but as you can see in the video over here, I'm currently training for the Boston Marathon. This is my fuel for that. This is the thing that propels my body to continue moving in those directions and feel good about it. There's no meat, there's no dairy, there's very little saturated fat. There is some fats, because there will be some fats, but there's very little saturated fats. In fact, I'll run over the whole thing. I'm not gonna eat this whole head of cauliflower, I just didn't cut it and weigh it yet. But we have a russet potato, which I switch between russet potato, white potatoes, red potatoes. Usually the colored potato varieties have more nutrition in them. Normally I do a sweet potato, but I did want to kind of change it up. Now this entire recipe is going to be 550 calories. This is my lunch. It's going to go together very fast. Out of the 550 calories, you are going to get 20 grams of protein, 77 grams of carbohydrates, and 20 grams of fat. Pretty balanced. High in carbohydrates, but the carbohydrates are gonna be the fuel that's gonna get you through your day. The science is there, absolutely there. So let's get rolling. Let me show you how I'm going to make this as a incredibly easy lunch that is just gonna upset the heck out of these carnivore diet people. So first steps first, we're just gonna wash everything, and then I'm going to chop and cube up the potato. Now, the potato is here for a few reasons. It's gonna be a big carbohydrate, but the potato also has, this little russet potato has 5 grams of protein in it. And we're gonna toss this onto a baking sheet. We're not gonna use any oil here. These are gonna be cooked pretty much as is. Then on that baking sheet, I'm also going to add a clove of garlic, oh, maybe a couple cloves of garlic. Now, garlic itself is known to be anti-inflammatory. It also is known to lower blood pressure. That's one possible effect from it, and could be an immune system boost. Now, I'm gonna slice up these mushrooms. And this is just going in my air fryer is all this is good doing. Now all of this, we're not gonna add any seasonings beyond a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna toss this in the air fryer at 400 degrees, 30 minutes or so. You might need to remove the garlic and the mushrooms, but we'll see how they do. But 30 minutes should get the potatoes and everything done pretty well. Which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. So I have been wearing Warby Parker glasses for years. They are my favorite glasses for quite a few reasons. 1, many Warby Parker locations offer eye exams starting at $85. 2, they have a huge selection of high quality glasses along with sunglasses and contacts, which I recently just got and I'm learning how to put them in. It's been a little bit of fun. And 3, my favorite part, for every pair sold, a pair of eyeglasses is distributed to someone in need. As of 2023, over 15 million pairs of eyeglasses have been distributed through their Buy a Pair, Give a Pair program. Now, along with all of that, Warby Parker glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses with anti-reflective, scratch-resistant coatings. And if you can't swing by a store, no problem. I typically just use their free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try on at home for free. There's no obligation to buy. Shipping is free too, including a prepaid return shipping label. They have a huge selection, so if you don't know which frames to try, take their home try-on quiz. It's quick, and Warby Parker will make tailored frame recommendations based on your personal fit and style preferences. So gang, try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free via the QR code on screen or the link in my description. Oh, and if you have vision benefits, When you're ready to buy, you can use your vision insurance or FSA flexible spending account on prescription glasses, contacts, and eye exams. Warby Parker, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for making some of the coolest frames I've ever owned. I love my Warby Parker frames. Now, while those are going, we're gonna make our seasonings and sauce, which is gonna be really simple. We need to juice a whole lemon. Now, along with this, so we're gonna be using 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar. All that helps with digestion, along with, loads of nutrients. And a tablespoon of olive oil. Now I'm using a good quality olive oil. Make sure you get like a very good quality extra virgin olive oil because we're keeping it raw, makes a big difference. Now we're just gonna add 1 more little pinch of salt in here, along with a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. You can read about turmeric like crazy. The science and studies on this, it's just endless. 1/4 teaspoon of ginger, powdered ginger. Now you can also use fresh ginger here. 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, little kick. 1/4 teaspoon white pepper, again, little kick. White pepper is also great as a carrier for a lot of these ingredients. White pepper actually helps the nutrients absorb. And then we're gonna be adding a teaspoon of cumin. Now this is our dressing. We're just gonna whisk this together. Okay, so we'll just set this aside and all those herbs and spices are gonna hydrate up in those acids and they're just gonna be really good. Now for the broccoli, I have about 180 grams of broccoli here. I'm just gonna remove the stems, all the little florets. I'm actually gonna save this piece here. Just break these up into smaller pieces. Now I'm gonna toss this into a steamer basket. Speaking of steamer basket, let me get this guy going. Now for the cauliflower, same thing. We need about 180 to 200 grams of cauliflower. So it's gonna be about the same size as the broccoli. And this whole thing goes together super quick. We've got about 14 minutes left on the oven. We're only gonna steam this cauliflower and broccoli for about five minutes or so. I'm just gonna cover this with a little bit of salt, not much, and then we'll toss this on the steamer. Okay, this whole thing came together in less than a half hour. I mean, super, super easy. Now at this point, I'm just gonna dump the potatoes and the garlic into the sauce. Everything's gonna get drizzled with this. I mean, the whole thing is gonna get covered, but I really wanted to like toss the potatoes. And you can see, now, boom. Just to plate this up, start with the potatoes. I'm gonna add in our cauliflower, broccoli. You're gonna see like just how crazy this bowl gets. It's packed. Now there is not a single carnivore bowl that you can load this much density into at 500 calories. I mean, you just can't. You just can't. I don't get it. Now here, we're just gonna drizzle on the sauce onto everything. Lastly, 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. These are shelled hemp seeds, organic shelled hemp seeds, which are gonna give you protein and omegas. Boom. Now this is kale, basil, and arugula sprouts. I like the sprouts. You can use fresh herbs if you want to, but just top that on here. And now for around 500 calories or less, there's no bowl. These are huge bowls that we have, huge bowls. 500 calories or less, a lunch that is going to pack you full with nutrients. I call this my anti-carnivore lunch. Quick, easy, took a half an hour.
Here I am.
I know. So, I know, I'm sorry. There you are. So baby, okay, so you've had versions of this that I've made. But I know you like the mushrooms.
I like all of it.
Yeah, and there's the potatoes deep down in there. So just, yeah, give it a try, grab as much as you want, But remember, this is my lunch.
Okay, so I got a little bit.
Oh, you got a little bit of everything. You killed it.
Yeah.
I only grabbed the potato.
I didn't get any cauliflower, but everything else.
That's good.
Okay, here
Cheers.
we go. Cheers.
You're so surprised.
This is really good.
It is, right? Super good.
Yeah.
A little spicy.
Yeah, it's definitely like strong
Yeah.
and spicy. Let me try a cauliflower. Not that gonna be much different, but it's a really like potent and strong flavor. I'm trying to guess what it is. Is it like apple cider vinegar or any vinegar in here? Or
Yeah, there's vinegar.
Yeah, and so then is there cayenne?
Yep.
or turmeric.
Yep, and cayenne and turmeric.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really good. It actually feels.
Look at you.
Yeah, it actually feels like I'm like being healed from the inside. It's like that type of flavor, and it tastes good. I really enjoy it. It's super flavorful. It's definitely like you've got to be like good with like your taste buds have to be like I love strong and potent, but it's like delicious, you know. And then all of it is like really healthy with like the mushrooms and the broccoli, potatoes. Like I like all this stuff, so this is my kind of meal.
It's a feel-good lunch.
Cozy inside.
You're gonna get full, you're gonna get energy, and all of like the properties of it, you know, anti-inflammatory, just, I mean, it's...
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah, here we go.
All right. Well, this is your lunch, so you have the rest.
I know, this is my lunch.
But I'm gonna have one more potato. And I'll make this tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll make it for you. So there we go.
Yeah.
That's my lunch.
Yay. See you guys later.